Good morning, everybody. Great to see you here this morning. I've already seen that Holy Trinity are watching, so hi there to Holy Trinity. I'm Kath Thompson from Liverpool Learning Partnership, and it's great to have you on the session this morning, looking at it's okay to be different. Now, I was trying to remember this morning how to make a snowflake, and to be honest, I'm not sure I've done a great job of it, but you might be able to make a much better one than me. But you remember how you cut little pieces of paper out, and when it unfolds, it creates something of a snowflake. Mine's not looking particularly snowflakey. But the reason I did that this morning is because there's a fact out there really that snowflakes, every single snowflake is unique and individual. And I know a lot of my friends across the country have been having quite a bit of snow lately. We don't seem to get it in Liverpool. But each one of those snowflakes is unique and individual. And that's really important because today we're celebrating that it's okay to be different. So please make sure throughout the session, if you want to ask a question from our presenters or make a comment, use the Padlet. There's the address below. You can add your little comment by pressing on the plus button in the corner of the screen when you get into the Padlet. And our presenters today from YPAS, I'm sure they'll be really, really happy to answer your question or make a comment on what you've said. So I'm going to introduce our two presenters today. They're from YPAS Young Persons Advisory Service, and they are Chris and Marilla. Welcome, guys.
Hello, good morning, everyone. It is Friday, so or should we say Friday, which is good news for us, and hopefully good news for you too. So my name is Chris. I work at the Young Persons Advisory Service, or sometimes we say YPAS for short. And this is...
Hi everybody, my name is Marilla, and I also work at YPAS with Chris.
So at YPAS, Marilla and I help children and adults with their mental health and with their well-being. So basically what that means is we want to try and help people feel better about themselves. There's lots of reasons why people might feel sad or not so good about themselves. And one of those reasons sometimes is because they feel different. And we're here today to talk about it's okay to be different. And we're here to celebrate difference. That's our big role in our job. And we love doing that. So today we're going to do that by going through a book with you. And hopefully this will be a fun book as well. And then afterwards, Marilla and I are going to have a little chat about some differences. But what we would really love to do is have some of you comment along. So if you're in school, ask your teachers to feel free to add any comments, ask us any questions you like where's he from and why does he sound like that? Or anything we're talking about in the book. And hopefully towards the end, we'll be able to read some of those out. So if you want to shout out, let us know and we'll give you a shout out as well. But let's begin today. So today I'm going to start reading a book and then I'm going to pass it over to Marilla to finish off the book because Marilla and I like to share our jobs out and do things equally as well. So it's really important for us. So the book we're going to do today is this lovely book. It's called It's Okay to Be Different, and it's by a writer called Todd Parr. And by the time we finish the book, we'll have talked about lots of different ways that a person can be different, or indeed a dog might be different. But anyway, let's crack on. So, It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr. It's okay to be missing a tooth, or 2 or 3. It's okay to need some help. Does anyone know what this kind of dog is here? You can put it in the chat if you've got the answer, why someone might need a dog to help them get around. It's okay to have a different nose. We've all got different noses. Some of us have got big, long noses, and some of us have got tiny little noses. It's all cool. It's okay to be a different color. This is the kind of zebra I'm used to seeing, but I absolutely love this rainbow zebra. I want one for my pet. It's okay to have no hair. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. So it's cool to have no hair and a big gigantic bow. It's It's okay to have big ears. Some people have big ears. Prince Charles has big ears. It's okay to have wheels. So if anyone knows what this is called or why a person might use it, we need to remember that it's okay to have wheels. Some people use them to get around, and that's pretty cool. This is a big one. So it's okay to be small, medium, large, or extra large. So we are big fans of people of all different sizes, all different body sizes. Some people are really tall, some people are really wide like me, and we love it. We're all down with that. It's okay to wear glasses. Sometimes people have round glasses. Some people have glasses that are like stars. It's all pretty cool. People need glasses and they need to be able to see. So yeah, the pictures in this story are really cool, aren't they? It's lovely and bright. And it's important that we realize that everyone has something that's different about them. And that's cool. It's okay at the very least, right? It's okay to talk about your feelings. That's what we're here to talk about as well. And sometimes when you're talking about your feelings, you might feel like a little purr. And sometimes when you're talking about your feelings, you might want to roar and shout. But we think it's better to talk about your feelings than to keep them to yourself. Okay, this is a big one. This is one that people might be like, what's going on here? And I'd love to know your comments about this one. It's okay to eat macaroni and cheese in the bathtub. What's that all about? Eating macaroni and cheese in the bathtub? You're supposed to eat it at the table. But anyway, let me know if you think it's okay to eat macaroni and cheese in the bathtub. We're here for it. This is an important one as well. It's okay to say no to bad things. Sometimes you can see here what's happening in this picture. You've got the fisherman is coming down, is trying to grab the little fish, and the fish are like, I don't know about that. If you're not sure about something, it's really okay to say no and ask an adult you trust about it and be like, is it okay to do this thing? That's our advice, rather than eating macaroni and cheese in the tub. It's okay to come from a different place. This person, or this being, should I say, it might not be a person, might not even be from Earth. They might be from somewhere else. I don't know what planet they're from. Maybe you can tell me. Whatever this language is they're speaking, if you can try and say that out in your classroom or wherever you are right now, try and speak that word out. Let me know what it says or what it translates to. But we know people from different places. You can probably tell by my accent, I am from a different place. Although it is Earth, and that's okay. It's okay to be embarrassed. Why would this person be embarrassed? What's going on there? Uh-oh. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. Exactly. Yes. Eat whatever you want to, wherever you want to eat. That's what we say. Especially during a pandemic, because you've got to eat what you like. Obviously, you've got to eat some healthy things too. Eat your vegetables. Right. Okay. It's okay to come in last in a race. So there's a famous story about a tortoise and a hare. And the tortoise, if you might know about tortoises or turtles, they kind of walk very slowly. But that's okay. The point here is that the tortoise has finished the race. It gave it a good go. So you can't always be first. Sometimes you come in last in a race, but at least you give it a good go. Right. Before I hand over to Marilla, I want to give a big shout out to Eastcroft Park Primary School. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this is enjoyable and fun, and I hope you're learning something as well. Big shout out to Eastcroft. Anyone else want to shout out? Do let us know. Now, I'm going to hand over to Marilla to read the rest of the story.
Okay, so it's okay to dance by yourself. And I think as it's Friday today, we all definitely should have a little dance at some point today. It's okay to have a pet worm or a pet zebra like Chris. It's okay to be proud of yourself. We love this one. We think you should all be proud of yourself. It's okay to have different mums, and it's okay to also have different dads. And it's okay to be adopted. It's okay to have an invisible friend. I think we've all had one of those at one point in our lives. And it's okay to do something nice for someone, like share your pizza with them.
Yeah, share your pizza.
It's okay to lose your mittens. Everybody's forgetful at some point. And it's okay to get mad. Expressing your feelings is really good and healthy. And it's okay to do something nice for yourself as well.
I've got one thing nice to do, Marilla. I was just going to give a big shout out to Jude. Thanks for tuning in, Jude.
And it's okay to help a squirrel collect nuts. Has anybody ever done that? How close has anyone ever got to a squirrel? Never managed it. They're too fast. It's okay to have different kinds of friends. We love this, absolutely. Our invisible friends, our animal friends, and our people friends. And it's okay to make a wish. So it's okay to be different. You are special and important just because of being who you are. And that is the end of our book today. We hope you enjoyed that. We love that book and all the different examples of why being different is okay and why it makes you unique to who you are. So Chris, I'm going to hand back over to you to give us a few more examples, what your favourite was. I think first we've got a shout out to Holy Trinity. Alexandra at Holy Trinity, hello on this Friday morning.
Big shout out to Alexandra. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you have an amazing Friday. And
Little dance.
Yeah, have a little dance at some point. Get lively. I'm going to have a little boogie later on. Okay, so yeah, there was a couple of things in that book. Oh, before I start talking about it, the shout outs are coming in and we're loving it. So Childwall Abbey, we love you, Childwall Abbey, and we love that you love to celebrate diversity. People are different, and that's what we're here and we love. Sometimes we don't know about people, things are different, we don't know how to talk to them, but it starts off by trying to talk to them and being nice. It's really as simple as that. If we're nice to people, we learn about them, and then we get to learn nice things about them, like about their culture, or their hobbies, or sometimes we have the same interests. Like maybe some people support the same football teams or like the same music groups, like Little Mix, for example. Shout out to all the mixers out there, certainly all the little mixers that may be watching today. One of the things that's come through from that story that I wanted to talk about just for a little second before we talk about our next bit is this page. So it's okay to have different moms, and it's okay to have different dads. I don't really say moms much over here. I just say like mums. But we know that we work with lots of people, and one of the things that I wanted to mention was about we do lots of work called LGBT work. And basically what that means is that sometimes we work with people who feel a bit different about who they love. And for me, what jumps out on this page is that we work with people who have two mums who love each other and live together. And they have kids that go to primary school. And that's great. And we really celebrate that difference. And sometimes there's two dads that love each other and live together as well. And they have kids sometimes as well. Not everyone does, but some people do. And we're here to celebrate that. And we love that because that's one thing that makes us different, because not everybody is like that. But things that make us different are the things that make us happy where we work. So, does that sound okay, Marilla? Was there anything else that you wanted to add before we talk about the next bit?
No, I think you summed that up nicely.
Brilliant. So we are going to move on to the second bit and the last bit, really, of what we're here to talk about. And it's a bit more about differences. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something on screen. And Marilla, feel free to interrupt because I might not be able to see the shout outs. If you want to give the shout outs as to come up, okay? This up. But before I start, I'm going to give this shout out for Zachary Primary School, Year 4. Shout out to Year 4 and for Zachary. I hope you are all cheering in Year 4 and for Zachary and having a good time. I suppose at the end of this, if there's stuff that we talk about today that you think, oh, I want to know a little bit more about that, or I want to meet Chris and Marilla and have them come into our school, you can ask your teacher to get in touch with us. So this is where we work here. It's on my t-shirt. And we do on Marilla's screen. I think you might be able to see it. There's a little sign saying gyro with a little rainbow, and there's a flag behind Marilla. And keep an eye out for that, because wherever you see one of those flags, you might see one of us. A little one up here, you might be able to see behind me on the shelf as well. A secret one amongst my plants. All right, okay. So let's give this a go. Okay, we're nearly there. Sorry. So Marilla, can you let me know if this has come up on the screen? Has anything come up yet?
No, nothing's come up.
Nothing's come up. Let me start. I'm going to stop sharing and do it again. It's the wonders of technology, everybody. Stick with us. So,
any more shout outs while Chris is getting the screen ready?
Yeah,
so
give
nice
us a
to see any of you here on this Friday morning. Well done for getting up.
Exactly, yeah. We work with lots of adults who find it really hard to get up in the morning. And I'm not one of those. I'm always up on time. But you know what? At least I brush my teeth twice a day. That's what I say. So I give myself a pat on the back.
Yes, now we can see the screen, Chris.
All right, brilliant. So Marilla and I are going to let you into a little secret. So what's the difference between boys and girls? Most of you, or a lot of you, will be in a classroom where there'll be boys and girls. And there's some things that make us different, but there might be some things that make us the same. So this says, psst, over here, I'm going to tell you something that may blow your mind. The following information shocks some adults. Let's see what you think. So what's the difference between boys and girls? So Marilla, what can girls do?
Girls can do anything that boys can. Did you know that? We love this and want to remind everybody of this. When our grannies and our granddads were younger, they were only able to do certain things and certain jobs. So often our granddads would be the ones going out to work and our grannies would be the ones at home looking after the children. But today, that's not the case. So we can have our grannies going out to work and our granddads staying at home. And that's what men and women can do today, boys and girls. So we can do anything that we want to do, any job, any hobby. So we've got some really good examples here on the screen of girls playing football, driving lorries, being bodybuilders, and we love it. And like boys can do those things, girls can also do them too. Chris, is that the same for boys? Can boys do those things?
Well, let's have a little see. So boys can do some of those things as well. Or the truth is, boys can do all those things, but it's the important thing to remember there, isn't it, Marilla, that girls can definitely do them. Because some people think only a boy can be a firefighter, or only a boy can be a builder, and actually girls can do all those things too.
Absolutely.
But the thing that I wanted to talk about boys, has the slide about boys come up, Marilla, on the screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Cool. So this week is Children's Mental Health Week, people, which is really important because children's mental health is what it's all about. And what I wanted to talk about a little bit now was that it's okay for boys to be sad and to cry. So there might be lots of reasons why a boy is sad or crying. So maybe he's confused, maybe he's angry, maybe he's hungry like me, maybe he's sad. But the only way we can really find out is to talk about how we're feeling. So we need to know that it's okay and it's really good for you to talk about how you're feeling. So if you're sad or upset for some reason, talk to someone you trust, because we know when as soon as you start talking to people, it really helps your mental health. And we know that keeping things bottled up isn't good. And I'm really talking to all you boys out there, especially because boys like me are really bad at that normally. So we have to work extra hard to talk about how we feel. So Marilla, what else is there? So I think we might have some other ideas about things that might make us different or the same.
We do. Before we do that, we've just got a shout out about somebody doing martial arts and nearly at their black belt. Wow.
Wow.
Saying that girls are not weaker than boys, and absolutely, that's so important to remember. Just like showing your emotions is not a weakness, it's a strength. It's really important to do. So thank you for that example. That's a brilliant one. So moving on to the next slide then. So I love to express myself through my hair and having different hairstyles and having them different colours, and hair and other ways that we express ourselves are really important and really show our difference, and it's really important that we're able to do that freely and how we want to. So as you can see on the screen, there's loads of different hairstyles here, or ways of showing or covering your hair. So it's okay for girls to have long hair, it's okay for girls to have short hair, curly hair, red hair, wavy hair. Girls love pigtails. Some girls have no hair, and some girls also choose to cover their hair too. And it's really important that often we choose to do those things because they're important to us. So they really need to be respected by others. And it's really important that we remain open-minded and don't judge others on the way that they have their hair. But can boys do that, Chris? Can boys have their hair in different ways?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Marilla, and it's very lucky that you did, because I've got a slide that says something very similar, actually. It's okay for boys to have all those kind of types of hair as well. Boys can wear their hair how they like. We know lots of boys who have long hair, really long hair, sometimes going the whole way down to their bums. It comes the whole way from the tops of their head, very long, beautiful hair. And we know some boys who have no hair. Some boys lose their hair for lots of different reasons, and some people shave their head. Some of these reasons are because of our cultures, and sometimes that's also a part of our identity. So we just want to know and let people know that it's okay to have long hair if you're a boy, and it's okay to have short hair too. Like it says here, it's important to be able to show the world what makes us us. And I don't know about anyone else in the room, but I'm wearing this hat because I've got lockdown hair. My hair is getting long, and it's not exactly a cool style right now. So there's lots of reasons why someone might have long hair as well, or yeah, any type of hair. So let's celebrate those differences and be like, that's cool. So we're nearly there. Marilla, you're going to talk to us a little bit about this for a second.
Yes. Oh, I love this slide. Just want everyone to take a moment to take it all in. So this slide really is an important reminder that across the whole wide world, no two people are the same. We're all different. And there are people from different cultures, different religions, people from different places and backgrounds, and also people who are part of communities, which all help shape how they dress and how they express themselves. And that's amazing because our world is amazingly diverse. So what's really important is that we all remember that actually there might be some really important reasons why people dress the way they dress or do the things they do. And that should be respected, and that we should treat people equally, regardless of any of those things. Because after all those differences in us make our world really interesting, really diverse, and really colourful. And that's the way it should be. Has anybody got any thoughts on that? Would anybody like to say? Brilliant. So we've got Alexandra saying that she is Hungarian. Lovely. Thank you, Alexandra. And what a lovely thing to be able to learn from each other as well, all about our different backgrounds. Yeah, over to you, Chris.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Marilla. And I totally agree with everything you said. And shout out to our Hungarian friends out there and our friends around the world. Big fans. And as you can see with these pictures, people from different countries wear different things. So it's really important that we respect those things as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's also about being respectful to people. Right. So, Marilla, what can girls do? What can boys do?
So it might come as a shock to you all, but they can all do the same things as long as everybody is expressing themselves freely.
Exactly. So thank you very much for that, Marilla. And I hope that wasn't too long for people. British born Ghanaian, shout out to the Ghanaians out there. We love you. We love your culture. We love what you bring. We love your footballers. We love your food. We want everything. We love it all. And we love all the colors of your flag. We absolutely love all types of people from all different places. And there's something there as well, which is a really good point about people's identities being made up of different things. So some people are part Ghanaian and some people are British and some people are both British and Ghanaian. And we are here to say that don't worry to be different. It's actually a good thing. So if people are saying that kind of thing, that you don't need to worry about being different, that's exactly what we're here to tell people. Marilla and I do LGBT work, but the point for us is that we want people to be treated equally with respect and with love and care. And the best way to do that is just by being nice to each other. So thank you, everyone, for listening to us. Is there any other comments or shout outs before we go? Thank you for coming to our TEDdy Talk about identity and culture being different. If there's no more comments for now, that's absolutely fine. You can get in touch with us. Ask your teacher or an adult to ask us to have a chat with us, and we can sometimes come into classes, and once lockdown's over, we can talk about things, or we can do this on Zoom or something like that. So Holy Trinity might want us to come into school. Can you come into my school, please? We would love it. Our school really expresses ourselves. Alex from Holy Trinity. Well, Alex, is there any jobs going there? Because we love going into places and living and working in places where you can express yourselves, which is why we work at YPAS. We're able to express ourselves and be who we want to be. So let's do that. Let's link up and go into Holy Trinity. I don't see why not. And I suppose the last thing I'll say is, at YPAS, we do lots of stuff around mental health, and we have therapy, which is like when you need to talk about your feelings with people, and it's part of our Seedlings team. So you might have heard of Seedlings in your school. And we're here to promote mental health and say it's a good thing to talk about things. Children's Mental Health Week And one of the other things that I've noticed this week is the Hearts of Liverpool campaign. So hashtag Hearts of Liverpool. So if people are still getting involved in that, feel free to cut out a heart shape, put a lovely picture in it that celebrates difference, and put it in your window or give it to somebody. And Marilla and I had thought of a little challenge for you. Oh, here's some beautiful things. I hope you can all see this on screen. I'm seeing some amazing examples of the Hearts of Liverpool. Who doesn't love seeing that? We love it. We love a good heart. It's probably better doing that one, isn't it? Yes. Do one that's about being different. And our challenge to you is this weekend, if you notice something different about somebody, say something lovely about it. Only say nice things about people's differences, and that will make you a much better person, and they might even make the other person really happy. Marilla, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Not at all, but it's been lovely being with you all this morning. Be kind to yourself. Go and have a little dance. Go and stroke your pet worm. Eat macaroni in the bath. Whatever you need to do. But remember that it's okay to be different. We love it.
Brilliant. So express yourselves, I suppose, is the theme, isn't it? So, Kath, that is us for today. If we can hand it back over to you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you to YPAS, to Chris and Marilla, and we will see you soon.